Okay. So last time we implemented this dot drive method, and we saw that the actual code for dot drive is pretty simple. But in order for dot drive to apply to each copy of the code inside the code of car that we've stored inside this list of cars, we need to move this while loop out here so that each individual drive method gets called on its own, and we don't get stuck in a loop inside the drive method. And so we can use a similar strategy for the relocate method. So def relocate. And in relocate, we're going forward. Relocate's going to take us back to the start. So what I'll do here is I'll do self.goto. And for the X position, we were using minus 150 to 150. So I'm just going to take that. So this can be our X value. And that comma symbolizes, here's our X value. That comma symbolizes now we're going to add the next parameter, which is our Y value. And I think it's 300, 300. That's just always going to be 300. So just put 300 there for our Y value. And what do you think is going to happen when we run this code now? Oh, nothing, but we can do something like that. What do you think is going to happen? Well, we're making our cars. And it sort of looks like we're shuffling them. And if you look closely, you can see that they're moving forward once, and then they're immediately going back to a relocated position. And so what's happening is we're calling drive, then we're immediately calling relocate, and it's just going to move us back. We want to only call relocate after we reach a certain point down the line, specifically when the car is off the screen, or in this case, we'll do it when the car's on the screen so you can sort of see. So the way that we phrase it, we want the car to relocate only when we're past a certain point. So if the car is below this line, we'll move it back up. And if you can phrase something like that using the word if, then we can probably solve it with an if statement. So I want to run this code only if. So if the car, and what I can use is I can use the y core function. This will get the y coordinate of the car. That is less than minus 300. Only then do I want to call car.relocate. And so let's see what happens here. And now the cars are moving forward. No relocates yet. But then when we reach minus 300, the cars relocate back. And then they keep on going again. So this is how we're implementing our only if semantics. And one thing you might wonder is, we have this if statement out here. I know that when we tried to put the while statement in drive, it wouldn't work. We had to put it all the way out here. Can this if statement go inside relocate? And the answer is yes. The reason is because this while statement, it's going to execute again and again, whereas the if statement, it's only going to execute once. So we're not going to get trapped inside relocate if we put an if statement in there, but we will if we put that while true in there. So I'll just show you what that looks like. So we're calling car.relocate. And I made a change, so I'm going to run my code just to verify this shouldn't work. This should move forward, relocate, move forward, relocate. There shouldn't be any, yeah. So I'm going to close the window there. And then I relocate and add my if statement. And in this case, since this is inside this class car, instead of using my variable that contains the copy of car, I'm going to use self, which is saying inside the class car. I'm going to do self.ycore. and then only if y core is less than minus 300, run this code. Otherwise, just don't do anything and return from the relocate function. So there you have it. That's 2 ways to do relocate. And let's just watch it, make sure it works. Nice. And there we go. So we did drive, we did relocate. What we're going to do next is we're going to add a player class. And then we'll do collision, we'll do key presses, we'll do collision. So that's maybe 2 or 3 more videos. So make sure to always sort of follow along to understand what you're typing when you're typing it here. And good luck. See you soon.